we're tied up.
Yeah.
So there's a few. Speaking of North America, we're going to get into a story that's close to it. I mean North Korea.
Okay.
We're going to get into a story that's close to it. But first, released 22 hours ago, this article is on a major news website that I'm not going to name because they made us take down one of our Twitch or our YouTube videos not too long ago because we played a small clip from one of their broadcasts. So the headline says IRS can't pay tax refunds during partial government shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
So all of the people that are waiting for your refunds, you may be waiting.
You can say their name.
It's
for a
only
lot
gonna
longer.
be a few days.
I know. I just don't want to give them credit because I'm disgruntled at MSNBC right now.
Well,
MSN right now.
You should definitely call them out because it's called fair use, you sons of bitches.
Shutdown ended last night, didn't it? Or technically?
No.
I thought they.
Look at those cheers from Mom.
So the Democrats got together and they came to an agreement that yes, we will put $15 billion into.
1.3 billion.
I think your numbers are wrong because I read it this morning, and it was 3 times as Trump wanted. Let me finish. Okay, let me finish.
I think
Trump.
Sorry.
Trump wanted $5 billion to go towards the wall as a down payment for the wall. The Democrats said no, but they approved a 3 times larger amount to go to foreign aid. So
Okay, yeah, they said they'd give 1.3 billion for border security, is what I heard. I didn't hear that part.
man, Hoke's not negotiable. He's got some cool stuff. Like he can post like links that I didn't know that people could do. Not that I'm mad at. I don't
just
care.
a
What's going on?
But even his he's got puppies instead of triangles for his bit emoji.
He's just way better than us.
I haven't seen that before.
You're way better than us, host.
I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with that.
Why is
So-
my chat not working or nothing?
15
Sometimes you got to go back out and back in.
15
it's goofy.
viewers.
So the article reads, taxpayers who file early in the tax season might not receive their refunds in a timely manner because of the partial government shutdown that began on December 22nd, according to the Wall Street Journal. If the shutdown continues, that could mean a delay in billions of dollars of income tax refunds, the Journal's Richard Rubin reported. I wonder if he calls himself Rick Rubin. That'd be cool. I'd like my name to be Rick Rubin. During the shutdown, the IRS has lost funding and is operating with around 12% of its employees, according to Rubin. While it can process tax returns, keep systems running, and conduct criminal investigations, it can't run audits, answer off-season taxpayer questions, or allocate refunds, he reported. The IRS typically begins...
Whoa. Your mom does puppies too.
Oh,
Yeah, you can change up the donation things.
I didn't realize that.
There's other ones.
See, people are teaching me new stuff about this stuff every day. I'm a learner.
I can't log into it.
You can't? You froze out?
The chat, like it shows you the stream, but I can't.
Your chat froze, so you got to completely back out of the stream and go back
I
into
did.
it.
I closed the app and everything.
Okay. If the shutdown is resolved in a few weeks, it might not affect taxpayers, but the current situation increases the likelihood of a delay in refunds, which could put pressure on reaching a deal, Rubin wrote. But if a deal isn't reached anytime soon, people who need the refunds are most likely to be affected. For many Americans, the tax refund is the single largest financial event of the year, and the people who tend to file early in the season are taxpayers who count on large refunds to pay down debt, catch up on bills, or make major purchases, Rubin wrote. Those are disproportionately low-income households that benefit from the Earned Income Tax Credit and other provisions that give them no income tax liability or a net benefit from the income tax system. Former IRS Director of Legislative Affairs Floyd Williams told Rubin that wealthier taxpayers typically file later and shouldn't be affected to such an extent. This all comes during a year when many American taxpayers should be expecting bigger refunds than normal under the new GOP tax law that went into effect in 2018. Analysis by UBS estimated that an increase in overall tax refunds of between $42 billion and $62 billion this year, Business Insider previously reported. The bank found that married filers with 2 children would see the biggest boost in their refunds for 2018 compared to 2017, particularly those making between $125,000 and $400,000 and those making under $40,000 a year. So if you make between $40,000 and $125,000, you really don't get that big of a boost. If you're middle class, you're just fucked. What?
That's only for married filers, though.
Right.
So even if you're filing single and you're making less than,
it's not going to change much at all.
You're losing money.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you end up owing the standard deductible got higher, I believe. So you.
Hey.
It's not okay.
Shout out to Dan. Sorry. Shout out to Dan for subscribing 2 months in a row.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Good job.
Hey.
Appreciate that.
However, single filers and residents of higher tax locales like New York and California might see smaller refunds under the new tax law. The new tax law was already projected to increase the risk of a delayed start to the 2019 filing season, according to the IRS. Plus, there are some new changes for taxpayers to watch out for. Now, my mom has been a tax preparer, or was a tax preparer, for many, many years, and she keeps trying to remind people that there was a similar tax restructure during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, and everybody was really excited that they were going to get more money back until they filed their taxes at the end of the year and ended up owing a lot more than they normally do, or not getting any refunds at all. So then they were going back to my mom and being like, well, you did something wrong because last year I got X amount, this year I'm not getting shit.
Oh, man. 100 bit.
Oh, dropping 100 cheers.
Thank you.
So, I was thinking about it. All these people saying the only good thing Trump has done is fix the taxes, you're all wrong. Like, that he didn't fix taxes for anyone.
He did for the rich, for the wealthy, and the corporations.
Yeah. So, congratulations.
Yes, Ginny, this is live.